Oh. The Rabbit Labyrinth, or Raby Laby series, started all the way back on DSiWare and iPhone. Cute pixel art and some quality brain-scratching puzzles made for some decent fun. There were 4 games in the Raby Laby series: Raby Laby 1 and 2 for DSiWare, plus Raby Laby 3 and Witch's Cat for Nintendo 3DS. All of these games were released digitally on their respective platforms in Japan, USA and Europe. A compilation release of all 4 made its way to the PlayStation Vita in 2017, and on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch in 2018. Not a single one of these compilation releases has been made available in English, despite all 4 of the games featured having been released in English before. With the previous publisher AgeTech being essentially defunct, there is just no sign of an English release at this time, if at all. I keep my fingers crossed that an English version is released digitally on one of those platforms at the very least, provided the license is back up for sale, or if Silver Star publishes it themselves like they have in Japan since day one. There once was a girl with blonde hair in a maid's outfit. She found a rabbit. The rabbit jumped into a tree. So the girl jumped into the tree, bounced on top of the rabbit. Surprised the rabbit is still alive after that. That must have been quite a fall. The games all work more or less the same way, with the exception of the side game Witch's Cat, which changes things around just a little. The goal is to reach the exit with Alice, but you'll need the help of Raby to proceed. Anyway, it's time to bounce on the bunny. I see. I get it. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm appreciating the simplicity of this. He can be jumped on for some extra height, or he can sacrifice himself by blowing up to destroy blocks that are in the way. That's what your pets are for, right? 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware the rabbit could destroy bricks. There's a lot more to it than that. It does get quite complicated as the puzzles go on, but that's the general gist. That didn't work. Now the bunny is dead. That worked. That shouldn't have worked anywhere near as well as it did, mind you. But I did it. If that's how this game is going to get from now on, it might prove to be quite challenging. Let's try Rabbit x Laby 2. I got this. I'm not that bad at video games. Raby x Labyrinth 3. Looks like more of the same. Managed to make 3 games out of entirely the same assets. Let's go. It's, let's put it this way. Pick this game up if you like the same kind of gameplay all the time. This is definitely quite the brain teaser, isn't it? This series of games. So there's one more game on this collection, and it doesn't have the Raby x Labyrinth name. So with any hope, it'll be a little bit different. With any hope. No. It's exactly the same kind of game again. she can switch between being a girl and a cat. That makes things a little bit different. That's mechanically interesting. It shapes things up just a bit. The solutions for puzzles were quite hard to find back in the day when the original games were released, at least according to reviews from the time. Thankfully, this compilation release has recorded solutions for each puzzle, so you can watch back if you get stuck. Maybe that makes the game too easy, but if I'm struggling on a puzzle, I know full well I'm going to quit and never load the game up again. This feature alleviates that frustration. This is one of the Nintendo Switch's finest puzzle offerings available, and highly recommended if you're not fussed about understanding the story. It's especially convenient to have each of the games from the series in one place, not spread out across multiple platforms like before. This is quite a nice collection. If you like playing the same game 4 times, I think this is the collection for you. This has been Sushi Bites. Thanks for watching.